Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so happy you're back. If you're new here, my name is Julia Nyambura. We talk about money, personal growth, finances, business, and everything in between. So today we're talking about toxic money trails, and I will start with a quote by Will Rogers that too many people spend money they earn to buy things they don't want, to impress people that they don't like. Okay, so according to the title and a disclaimer, I am not your financial advisor. If you're looking for financial advice, kindly seek a profession who can assist you with your finances. I'm just here talking about money according to my own understanding. Okay, so let's get into the video. As the title suggests, we are talking about toxic money trails, and these are some of the things that we are about to cover today. Number one, the toxic money trail. Number two, where do they stem from and how do we overcome them? Okay, so I will start by defining what is a toxic money trail. It's generally a negative attitude, a behavior, a belief related to money that can be harmful to an individual financial well-being. Okay, this makes you understand why or how you spend your money and what informs that decision of how you take care of your finances. Okay, so some of the things that I'm going to talk about today are: number one, impulse spending. Call the rest of the people impulse spenders. This is a general and a very common toxic money trail where people spend money without budgeting for it, without thinking about the consequences. You just spend money, and that's why most people get themselves into the debt. Okay, so this is a very common trait that people have, but you kind of just brush over. You know you're spending a lot of money, you know you spend more than what you're earning, but you're indifferent about it. Okay, number two, hoarding. Most people and I think tend to accumulate more money without even having a purpose. You know, money is here to assist you to accomplish something. So you earn money and you save some, you spend some, you have a purpose for some. Okay, it's not just there to stay in one place without being used. Okay, so most people have a trait where they hoard money. They just accumulate, and they bring it to themselves for no purpose. Like they don't have any purpose. If you ask them, why are you saving the money? No reason. Why do you not spend money? No reason. So these are the people who look raggedy, quotes, or they look like they are poor, but they are not necessarily that. Like they have so much money, but they will not spend a dime if their life depended on it. Okay, another toxic trail is materialism. This is where people hold or place excessive value on their material possession and equate them to their personal worth or happiness. Okay, this is where, and this is, you can see this in most people, where if you don't have money, you feel like you're not worth, like your worth is based on your money. So if you don't have money, then you don't have any worth. And this is not something that people talk to you about. It's just an internal thing where you feel like, if I don't have money, I'm a nobody, but if I have money, then I'm a somebody, if it makes sense. Okay, another trait is financial dependence. This is where people heavily depend on other people for financial support. That's a toxic money trait. When you take out all the personal responsibility to place it on other people, to support you financially, to help you survive. That's just not the right way. We are here to work, to earn money, to support ourselves and to support others. But for someone to completely financially depend on another person to survive, that's just a toxic way, because you're placing so much responsibility on another person and you remove that responsibility within yourself. Okay, to be very disappointed. Okay, so you have to match your goals or your expectations to what you're able to earn. Okay, so as I was saying, these money trails are mostly informed, or they stem from various causes, and I'm going to talk about the reason why we have toxic money trails. Number one, culture influences, how we were raised, or the society norms surrounding money shaped us as individuals, and the behaviors towards how to acquire wealth or financial success. I'm going to take an example with myself. My culture, or the society influence, is to earn more money and spend or look as if you don't have money. That, I don't know if that makes sense. Like, it is, if you're able to earn more money but look as if you don't earn more money, so you are wealthy, or you look, you have wealth, but you look as if you don't have wealth. That is a culture influence that has surrounded me when I was growing up. So in most cases, you will find people, or your parents, they have money but they never talk about money, or if they have money but they will not live as if they have money. And there's some culture where if you get money, you spend money. So if you have money, you look like money. Okay, these are just culture influences that inform how we spend money, the behavior towards wealth and financial successes. Okay, we can't blame it. It's just how we saw. So your traits are informed by your culture influences. Okay, number two, upbringing and family. Okay, so the attitude towards, and the behavior towards money in your family will inform your personal your personal finances, or money behavior. Okay, so if you grew up in a household where your parents were spender, you might end up being a spender or a saver. Okay, so the decision, or the things that you saw, or the behavior that you saw, can inform how you look at money. So if you grew up in that home, you will think money is available and money can be spent wherever, and there's no need for you to save. If you grew up in a household where your parents were savers and it had a positive impact on you, like your parents saved to buy a house, they saved to take you to college, they saved to acquire property, then it can have a positive impact on how you save your money. Okay, and another way is if you grew up in a household where your parents saved money but you did not see it as a positive way, like it was denial on your part for them to save money, or you guys grew up being denied a lot of things for them to save money, then it has a negative impact on you. So you will never want to save money because you feel like someone is denying you a certain way of living. Okay, so it can have both positive and negative implication. Okay, another thing is media and advertisement. Okay, so your money, or your money trait or behavior stems from media and advertisement, because you equate your material, or your possession, your material happiness and successes by what you see. If you see excessive spending, and you see how media portrays use of money to happiness, you might end up spending more money to try and reach that level of happiness, or to try and chase what you see on media. Okay, if you see respect in the media aspect, where you see people being respected because of the way they dress, you might end up spending more money to buy clothes to look good, so that people can respect you. Okay, another factor that can inform your decision on money is lack of financial education, as I have talked about. If you don't read about finances, you end up having to make wrong money management, or uninformed decision, or harmful financial behaviors. Like you end up doing things that are detrimental to your financial, or to your finances. Okay, another thing that can inform your money behavior is your past experiences. Okay, so if you grew up in a household where you saw your parents have so much money and then have nothing, and probably you saw your parents being auctioned, or you saw the auctioneers come to your house and take up your stuff, your household stuff, this can have a very negative money attitude on you. So this is where you find people end up being hoarders because of that experience, because they are like, I will never find myself in this situation again. Or you find people who become greedy, to want to acquire more and more and more, because you're like, I never want to get to a place where I never want have enough, because of the traumas or the experiences you had as a child, or what you saw. Okay, so you have to address the toxic money traits, and be self-aware and be intentional towards changing, okay, the pattern and the behavior, if it's affecting, because in most cases if you have a toxic money trait, it means it's affecting you financially. Okay, so you have to make a deliberate effort to change it. Okay, and so these are some of the ways you can be able to overcome or try to change these money behaviors. Okay, number one, you have to really have a meeting with yourself. Okay, you have to see, what is my toxic money trail? Where did this money trail stem from? What got me to this place where I spend a lot of money, or I save a lot of money, or I hoard money, or I'm always in a rat race, or in a will to chase more money. Like, even when I have enough, I feel like I don't have enough. You have to really have a deeper self introspection for you to understand where these things come from, so that you can be able to overcome them. Okay, because if you don't feel like your toxic money trail is doing anything wrong to you, then you will not have a self-reflection. You think, I'm okay. But if you're watching this video and you feel like your money trail or your toxic money trail is causing you one way or another, then you have to do a self-reflection to understand a lot about yourself, self-awareness in the sense of money, so that you're able to make informed decision. Okay, I hope I have explained it for you to be able to for it to make sense. Okay, another way you can be able to overcome the toxic money behavior is to create a budget. Okay, so how comes you got paid last week and this week you don't have any money? And if someone was to ask you, where did the money go, you have no idea. Like, you don't know. You spend money. Some people even spend money for the money that was supposed to be used for basic needs, like your rent, your food, and your utilities. You spend the money on other things, and then when it comes to paying those things, you're not able to cater for your personal expenses. So you have to create a budget. And creating a budget gives you the freedom to spend money if you're a spender. Okay, because what it does is that first you take care of your needs, then you take care of your wants, and you take care of your savings, and then you're able to see how much money am I able to splurge or spend. It gives you freedom. If you like traveling, you're able to do your needs, your wants, or your savings, and then you see, I'm able to allocate a certain amount of money to travel. So it gives you the freedom of spending money without feeling guilty. Because if you don't have a budget, you spend on your wants before your needs, and then you're confused. Well, how comes you're not able to meet your basic needs or your wants or your needs? Yeah, so create a budget, set a budget, so that you spend money consciously on the things that you love doing. Okay, another thing that you can do to overcome it is seek support or seek help. And that's why when I started the video, I said I'm not a financial advisor. There are so many people who have I don't know how to say it, like they have deep knowledge concerning money, how to spend money, how to save money, how to invest money. They can assist you, okay, or help support you to really, you know, navigate this world of money if you don't understand, or help you create a budget, help you create your investment, make sure you have standing orders going to all these things, so that the amount of money that remains with you at the end of the month is your money to spend. You can splurge on that money without feeling any sort of way, okay. Another thing you can do is to challenge what you've already known, like, okay, like challenge the negative beliefs that were created around money. Like if I grew up in a household where money was not a topic of discussion, I am trying to challenge that with my kids and talk about money freely, like so that they don't have to feel like talking about money is a taboo, so that they are able to also seek help if they feel they're stuck. Because I feel like most people are stuck not because they don't want to talk about it, it's just they don't know how to start talking about money, because it was never an open discussion when you're growing up. So you feel so stuck, but you can't talk about it. You feel like something is not right when it comes to how much money I'm making versus the investments I have, or the money that I need to save, or the things that I need to accomplish, or the goals that I need to accomplish. But you don't want to talk about it because it was a taboo. Talk about money. So if you challenge your belief, if your parents had money and they got auctioned, you have to challenge that belief of money. You have to chase after money, or you have to be greedy to get more money. You have to question things. How comes they had money and now they don't have money? What is it that they did that made them go to a place where they got auctioned? Is it because they were never good stewards to their money, or what are the things that they did that got them to that place? You have to challenge these things so that you understand, so that you don't end up being on the end of the spectrum for why you need to spend money, or why you need to save money, or why you need to chase money without understanding where it stems from, okay. Another thing you can do is set clear goals, okay. When you have objectives and you have clear goals of how you need to spend your money or what you need to achieve, then you're able to spend your money in a sort of informed way. Like if you say in 10 years I want to have a house, or in 10 years I want to buy a ranch, or in 10 years I want to have, you know, paid my student loans, or cleared all my debts and all that. When you have these clear goals, then you are able to organize your finances in a way that you meet those goals when you're clear. Because again, if you're not clear and something comes in between, then you abandon your goals, you move on to something else. Or if you want to go for a holiday and you know very well I'm saving to buy a car, you can sort of delay going for a holiday for you to acquire your car first. Then you can organize again your finances to be able to continue going for holidays, okay. So at the end of the day, money is a tool to help you reach your goals, or take you to where you want to go, okay. Another thing of how to overcome money trail is setting boundaries, okay. Because we grew up in a society where your money is not your money alone. Like you have people taking care of, you have people to take care of, you have obligations outside your own perimeter. You have to establish very or set boundaries that will help you with your own behaviors and how you interact with other people in terms of money, okay. Let me give you an example. If you know very well you want to help, or you grew up in a, because we grew up in a society where it was just not you and your family. It was you, your family, your cousins, and your other family members. And so when you start earning money, it's not just for you. Other people also are waiting upon you to support them financially, and not because they they are not earning is because also whatever they're earning is so little to cover their expenses. So it's just a society contribution. It just depends on how you want to take it. Black tax, assistant, it depends on how you want to see it. But because we grew up in a society, we have learned how to not just use money for ourselves and our family, immediate family, the other people who are dependent on us in terms of money. That is not to say that now you just dish money, you give money, you give money, you don't have boundaries about money. You can create a budget or set a money aside to assist in a intentional way. You can have a budget of, let's say, 5,000 or 10,000. This is money allocated to assist outside your family dynamics. Okay, so this, in case of something coming up, if there's a harambe, I don't think those things are still there, but if you have to raise contribution towards a child going back to school, or going to university, or someone being sick, you have this budget allocated for this purpose. This makes you get to a place where if this pot of assistant or black tax, if it ends, then you are obligated to tell people, I don't have money, because that money was set aside to assist. Okay, if you have people you're taking care of, there are people who have taken up the mandate of educating their siblings or their family members. Okay, you set a budget and you make it known to the family members that I am setting a budget of 20,000 towards this certain situation, or certain, I'm going to help to this level, so that once I disband this money or I give this money, I do not have any more money to give. Make it very clear so that people don't overstep your boundaries, because if you don't make clear boundaries uh, on your giving or your assistant, you will encounter people who will want to cross your boundaries and ask for more, or they become they end up being completely financially dependent on you, and they stop doing anything. Like, they do not want to work, they do not want to do anything. So you can establish a boundary and say, only if in this situation you are able to contribute 5,000, then I'm able to add for you 5,000. Okay, so that you also make them accountable for their situation. Okay, or if you look for 3,000, I'm going to add for you 3,000, or I'm going to give you 10,000, but I have to see your effort in this situation. Okay, this implementing these strategies only helps you work toward addressing your toxic money behaviors. Okay, and create healthy behaviors towards money, so that you're able to achieve your financial stability and happiness. Okay, I hope this video helps, and I will see you on the next one. Bye. in